Hello my loves and welcome to a brand new video. I have not seen you guys in a minute and I do apologize for that. I have just been working on myself behind the scenes, hence why I thought I would recreate this video again, which is how to elevate your mornings, because this is something that I have been recently working on for the past few weeks. Even that's why I was like, you know what, I can't do everything together, so let me just step away from YouTube for a little bit, really find myself again, really find my purpose again. And that's what I did. And I was so inspired during those 2 weeks that I actually wrote up the script for this video. So I have been reading a book, The 5 a.m. Club. And in that book, I have learned a thing or two, which I will also be incorporating in today's video. So without further wait, let's get right into it. So first thing is first, I will be taking you guys through 7 points in this video. And each and every one of the point that I will be talking about is my favorite, because that's what has helped me get to the level that I am at today with my morning routine. Because a couple years ago, I accepted the fact that, you know what, I can't wake up early and I'm just done. I've just given up. But it really wasn't that hard when I decided to just change a few things around, which I will be sharing with you guys. And if you have seen my past video, I will not be talking about any of the things that were shared in that video. Everything will be completely different. So let's get right into today's video. One is a dangerous point that happens when you turn your alarm off. So I always tell myself this: from the minute that my alarm goes off to the minute that I'm waking up, the time in between, that is very precious. And you guys, I always thought this was me. I really didn't realize that everyone else thinks like that too, because I also saw this in the 5 a.m. Club. And I remember very briefly talking about this in my past video, that after your alarm goes off and before you wake up, that time in the middle, it's so important, because that is exactly the time when your brain will start making up excuses. Your brain would make up excuses such as, oh, we went to the gym yesterday, like let's just leave it today. I am so sore from going to the gym yesterday, so let's just leave it today. Or it's really cold outside, how about we just sleep in? Or let's just press the snooze button a couple times, and then the couple times has actually turned into 10 times, or even worse, you sleeping in. So we want to avoid that. How do we want to avoid that? Is that after your alarm goes off, you just want to get out of bed. Please just do that for yourself, because the minute you're out of your bed, from that time to the time that you're walking down to the bathroom to brush your teeth, I promise you, you'll be like, that wasn't even that bad. I was really just struggling for no reason. So that point is my favorite. It's so simple. It's so easy. When your alarm goes off, just get up. I promise, before those thoughts start creeping in your head, you just want to get up. You just want to go, because that is honestly the only way to get out of bed. That's the only way for me. I know when I start procrastinating and I'm just laying in bed, it does get really messy, and that means I end up sleeping more and actually feel worse waking up, just because I let myself sleep a little bit longer, and it just messes up my schedule. Whereas if I did just wake up, it would just be great. Number 2 is listen to your body's needs. In the book, it said that within the 20 minutes that you wake up, those 20 minutes are really important, and that is important in terms of you doing some sort of workout and just moving your body. That is great for the people that do like to work out at home, for example, or that would go to the gym straight away after waking up. That just doesn't work for me. I will actually probably end up feeling worse, because I remember I used to wake up at like 4 a.m. like years ago, and I used to go to the lake and I used to come back and feel so sick, and because of the cold, me breathing the cold air in, I would just feel worse after and would end up napping for longer. So if that works for you, great. It's mentioned in the book that you should work out within the 20 minutes. So if you wake up at 5 a.m, you should be working out from like 5 a.m. till 5:20, or longer if you want. But that's just the example that was in the book. For me, that doesn't work out. So what I would tell you guys is that listen to your body's needs. You know, you're not a robot. I feel like if you really think about it, if you're someone that hates waking up early, and you really just think about, oh my God, I've got to wake up early and I've got to do that hard workout that I absolutely hate, you will just not wake up. So why not just wake up still, maybe read a book, maybe start your day off with some journaling, meditating, or workout if that works for you, or even like planning your day for the day. For me right now, it's winter. What works for me is reading a book, and once I've like settled in, I'm a little bit more awake, and then I start my day after. So it's really just what works for you. Do not be hard on yourself. For winter, a different routine might work. Through summer, that's the same with me. For summer, I wake up and I go straight to my Pilates class, which starts at like 7:15 in the morning. However, in winter, I've been doing my Pilates class at 9:15 in the morning, just because, like I said, it's just really hard for me to wake up super early and just do some sort of workout. I just want to be cozy at home for a little bit longer. If you want to wake up and you think you want to do some crazy workout, you do that. But if you also want to wake up and you think you want to have a slow morning routine before you do a crazy workout, you do that. Point number 3 is start doing some journaling or meditating. I think something we don't realize is even if we're waking up at 6 or 5 a.m, we beat the rest of the world. Because not everyone is waking up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. A lot of people actually wake up at 7, 8, 9, or however longer. So you are beating the rest of the world. Or even if the world is waking up, they might be rushing off to their jobs. They might be rushing, making their coffee, but we're not going to do that here. We are owning our morning. Before the rest of the world wakes up, for example, before your boyfriend wakes up, before your girlfriend wakes up and just ruins your mood, or like are piling up their load on you, you are up. It's 5 a.m. You are up. You are going to elevate your morning because no one is feeding anything in your brain right now. You are your own person. So make that morning routine very productive. And how are you going to do that? By meditating or journaling. I myself haven't started journaling, but I would love to. I've actually been looking for a journal. So if anyone knows any good ones, please write them down in the comment. But I'm not currently journaling. I am, however, doing meditating, so I can talk about that. And my meditation recently has been just listening to Simran and just following along. When do I do that? I do that when I drive down to my Pilates class, and it just works out because I really just focus. I'm not there yet because I've just started, but I really just focus and I repeat after the words of Simran. So I just keep saying Waheguru, 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 and like just really try to just be zoned in as much as I can. Every now and then my thoughts drift to the actual world, like, oh, after Pilates I'm doing this, I didn't do that, or I'm supposed to be doing this. But I do try to just concentrate as much as I can, and it is game changing. Oh my God. Because for me, it's game changing because I am, I'm talking to God, I'm in God's presence, and I'm just really aware of my surroundings right now. Your meditation could be yoga, anything that works for you, but this is for me. And I have been absolutely loving it. So if you like, try meditating, try journaling. Journaling is also so great because you can start off your day by writing like, this is a mood that I want to carry throughout the day, or like whatever. Number 4 is consuming a nutritious breakfast. Yay, my favorite part of the video. I love this part because as you guys have been seeing, if you're following me on Snapchat and Instagram, I will have the link down below. I have literally elevated my breakfast game. Like, oh my God, you guys, I'm not even kidding. I no longer just have boiled eggs and walnuts and like fruit. I have scrambled eggs on sourdough with avocado, with fruit on the side, with walnuts on the side. I have overnight oats. I've just elevated my game to the next level and I absolutely love it. A little tip from me would be try not to have a sugary breakfast, or even if you do, maybe have a shot of apple cider diluted with water, just because it keeps your blood sugar levels balance. But this is so important coming from someone that has literally experienced this, guys. I used to go to the gym on an empty stomach. Like I was a bad person. Like 2 years ago, I was crazy. Like I would just wake up and go to the gym. I was wondering, why am I not gaining any muscle? Why do I actually had the reverse effect, because at the gym I actually felt so sick to the point that I did lift heavy, but I was feeling dizzy. And I was just, it caused me to feel so much more hungrier after, just because I wasn't stable. I wasn't giving my body what it needed. And that is breaking your fast that you did the night before. That's very important, especially if you're training. So now I have switched it around, and especially the days that I'm at Pilates, I love my overnight oats with some almond butter, with some chia seeds, with some fruit and some walnuts. I love that sugary sweet side of breakfast, just because it gives me so much energy for Pilates. Because if you're a Pilates girly, it can be so full on. So I absolutely have been loving that. It gives me energy, and that's so simple because you can literally do that overnight. Or if you're someone that's a savory breakfast type of person, you can literally buy an egg boiler, and while you're getting ready for your workout, or literally have the eggs boiling in the egg boiler. I always do that sometime, and by the time you're ready, they'll literally be done, and you can just like peel them and then just enjoy your breakfast. It's really not that hard, and there is no excuse for you to skip breakfast from now on. Number 5 is moving your body. I know I mentioned this earlier, but I will be going in a little bit more depth, and that is, there is no excuse for your workout, and it really has to be done in the morning. Hear me out. When you're not doing your workout in the morning and you think, oh, I might leave it after work, or I might just go throughout the day. Throughout the day, your friend can call who you haven't met in ages and be like, do you want to hang out? And you say yes, and you skip your workout again. After work, you might be feeling sluggish, you might not be feeling it, so you skip your workout again. That's why it's so important to just get it done in the morning, because while you're so fixated on your morning routine, why? Because you woke up at 5 a.m, you did your journaling, meditating, you had your healthy breakfast, that will actually drive you more towards actually going towards your workout as well, instead of not doing your workout. So you might as well just get some sort of workout done. And I always say this, it doesn't have to be going to the gym and doing 2 hours of workout. No, maybe 45 minutes Pilates, maybe a walk around the block, or just go down to the lake. I love going down to the lake. I actually go to my Pilates class and then I go for a little walk around the lake just to get some steps in, some sun in, now that the weather is getting so much better. I don't care what you have to do. Please don't make it boring. Please make it fun for yourself. Workout is so fun because our body is amazing. It does so much for us. So it is time that we do put the effort in for our body as well. 6 is start educating yourself. Maybe you're driving to work, maybe you're driving back from work, or maybe you even work from home. There is no excuse that you cannot read in the morning or that you cannot listen to a podcast. Literally, you guys, if you're someone right now that's been struggling for months and you just don't know how to edit a YouTube video, listen to a podcast, watch a little tutorial on YouTube. If you are someone that needs advice on your relationship and you've been struggling with your relationships for weeks, but you're still not taking any actions and you're still actually just complaining every single day, I promise you, literally go on YouTube and type that in, and I promise you, you will find something, and at least in that video, at least one thing will give you inspo, will give you clarity on how to move forward with your relationship. Anything that you need help with is literally at the tip of your fingers. And if you actually calculate the time that you spend commuting to your work every single day, it adds up, and it's actually quite a lot. So in that time when you're just listening to music, or maybe you're just really swearing under your breath to the driver that's driving really slow, you can be educating yourself. There's absolutely no excuse. Every single day I listen to a new podcast. Not every single day, maybe 4 to 5 times a week I listen to a new podcast. I love it so much because I'm on the go. I literally can educate myself. I can literally just learn a brand new thing by the time I reach my destination. It's amazing, guys. Like, there is no excuse because it really helps. I promise, it really is a game changer. I was always someone like, I could never listen to podcasts until I started on basics of Sikhi, and I fell in love because I just love the idea of just anything that I am struggling with. You know what, let's just listen to a podcast and grow, because education does not stop at any age. It keeps going literally until the day you die. So what's your excuse? Number 7 to end the video is be gentle to yourself. As important as every point that I have talked about, please listen to your body. Please, if you wake up not feeling great, it's okay to sleep in. It's okay to take a deep breath in and like just relax. And I'm telling myself this as well because I struggle with it so bad. I just cannot sit still, and I'm always like, I just cannot lay on the couch. Even if I'm watching a movie, I'm like literally forcing myself to watch a movie. Even then I'm like, like I can be editing and I'm just always on my phone getting ideas, and like I'm doing all sorts. So this is a reminder to myself as well, because as women, our hormones are not the same. They're all over the place and they change all the time, especially if you're on your period. Take it easy. Maybe you can cycle sync. That works so great for me. When I know I'm going to be on my period, I take it a little bit more easy with my workouts. Maybe instead of Pilates, I do still do a little bit of Pilates, but maybe I'll go for walks more, and I do let myself sleep in a little bit if I need to. I do let myself eat more as my appetite is a little bit more on my period days. So just listen to your body, take it easy, and I promise you will get there. There is no point pushing yourself so much. If you're just exhausted, it's okay to take a rest, because if you take a little bit of rest, you will actually feel so much better and you'll be ready and so energized. Like, look at me. I took 2 weeks off YouTube and I was literally getting ideas. That's probably when I felt the most energized to record. So that's just your little example. Alright, my loves, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys learned a thing or two. And don't forget to check out my other morning routine video if you guys like this one. If you did, please comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.